What's up guys, it's Katie. Welcome back to Steal the Spotlight. Today I have a try on clothing haul. I love filming haul videos, I love watching haul videos, and I feel like they are more prominent on YouTube now more than ever before. If you've been on my channel for a little while, you've probably noticed for the most part I like to film thrift hauls, but every now and again I do throw in a bit of a Princess Polly haul as well, which is what I have here today. Princess Polly is a brand that actually is probably the first online store I ever purchased from back when I was in high school, so I have always loved their clothing and it is so awesome that I get to work with them every now and again and pick out some really cool pieces to share with you guys. It also means I get a discount code, so for 20% off, I think my code this time around is XOKatie, but I'll leave it linked in the description box along with everything that I have to show you here today, so let's get into it. This first item is actually one of my favorites. Usually I leave them to last, but I just can't help myself this time around. It is this gorgeous little white top, and the silhouette is very similar to the one I'm wearing at the moment actually. This one I picked up from Dolls Kill a little while ago, and I always keep an eye out for a similar style ever since because I just find it so figure flattering. It's just something about the way it fits to the body with that little sweetheart neckline, and then it's just offset perfectly with that little bit of poof and ruche to the sleeve. I believe that they have this one available online in white and then also red as well. I decided to go for the white because I think it will become an absolute staple in my wardrobe. I can already think of so many outfits that I could team this up with, so definitely a great sort of piece if you have more of a capsule wardrobe. Also, just a heads up, this haul is kind of all over the place. I have some spring summer, some autumn winter, just to try and sprinkle in a little bit of something for everyone. And this next one is definitely more geared to those of us in the southern hemisphere because it is a long sleeved ribbed mock neck. I think again that these can be an absolute wardrobe essential this time of year. For me in Queensland it is cool, but at the same time if you're outside during the day the sun is very hot, so you don't want to be weighed down with big coats or jackets. So I think that these are just that perfect in-between piece, and then when it does cool down they're really easy to layer up with as well. I picked it up in the mustard to specifically go with this gingham jumpsuit I picked up a few weeks ago, and I am so pleased I did. I wore that outfit on the weekend and loved it. Definitely going to be outfit repeating that bad boy. So obviously red had a huge moment last year, but your girl still can't let it go. I love wearing that color. I think it is so flattering on so many different skin tones, and I had this gorgeous red PVC skirt, but the problem with those is if it gets too hot and something else is leaning on it, it will just completely ruin your skirt, which is what happened to me. So I decided to replace it with this red denim instead because I thought it would be a little bit more wearable. I love the white contrast stitching on this. I do have a few items with that detail. I love that trend. And I do like how the pockets go around the side as well, just for something a little bit different. I will say that it is quite short. I think I got mine in a size 10 and I'm only like 5'4". So if you are on the taller side, do keep that in mind. I guess I'll just roll on with the other skirt I got, which is definitely making a bit more of a statement. It is this faux snakeskin print with a wee split up the side as well. So it is definitely doing the most, to say the least. But I think that if you actually pair this down with an all black outfit and really just have the solo statement piece of the skirt, that this can be a really, really cool look. I love playing around with different patterns at the moment, as well as different colors. I'm just all about having fun. So this one I'm very excited to add to my collection. If you are someone who's into a more like wearable everyday style, then I highly, highly suggest checking out this little sweater. I actually love it so much that I already had it in another colorway, the green, which you may have seen over on my Instagram a little while ago. And when I saw this, I had absolutely no hesitation in picking up another because I wear them like crazy. They are perfect this time of year, and these are just so cozy. They're the sort of thing that I can wear at home while I'm editing, but then if I have to pop out to the shops or I'm going out for coffee or something, then I can still wear this because it also looks really stylish. And the main reason for that is that it is more of a cropped length, and then it cinches in at the waist as well, which just gives it more of a polished look and feel. Not gonna lie, this next one feels a little bit out of my comfort zone, and like I would consider my comfort zone a pretty pretty big, spacious area, so you know I'm really pushing myself, but the inspiration actually came from James Charles. If you guys saw the Instagrams he posted when he was in Australia wearing like the little buttoned up like tan khaki romper, I thought that looked incredible, and when I saw this it totally reminded me of it. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure if Sister's gonna look so snatched, you feel? But it does just look a little bit oversized. I haven't tried this one on yet, so I'll have to play around with it when I do the B-roll footage. And I'm thinking maybe even if I just try something different, have it unbuttoned, little black top underneath, maybe cinch it in with a bum bag or something. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see how this one turns out. Let's just switch it up for a minute and I'm gonna show you a couple of accessories I got. The first one is this velvet leopard print scrunchie. I absolutely love scrunchies, wear them on the daily, and I thought getting a printed one would be fun. I think they look great in the hair, obviously, but you can also just wear them on your wrist as a bit of a extra accessory as well. So I'm glad I got that. It makes me feel like a member of the Spice Girls. And the other thing that I got was this beret. I love wearing hats and berets, and I'd never seen one like this. It's like a wicker cane sort of fabric like you see on all the bags at the moment, but in hat form, which I just thought was really interesting. Since then, I actually think I saw a picture of Bella Hadid wearing something similar, so I'll insert that image as well, which definitely is serving up the inspo. This little baby is kind of halfway between accessory and clothing item because it is this gorgeous little scarf. Obviously you can wear these tied up in your hair or as an accessory for your bag as well, which is definitely more so what I'll do now that it is cooler here, but in the spring and summertime they also look amazing if you tie them up as little bandeau tops as well. I love the combo of the stripes and also the polka dot prints. And then since it is in black and white, the print clashing doesn't seem too dramatic or too in your face. We all love a little black dress, but I almost feel like it's one of those things where we're constantly searching for the best version of that piece and never truly find the holy grail, you know what I mean? I find the same struggle with foundation as well. But this time around, I picked up this little number, and what really drew me to this was actually just like the heavy duty fabric, because I think that it makes it a little bit more versatile in the way that it is much easier to layer it up without it looking kind of weird and like it just doesn't belong. So I'm really excited about this one. Obviously it does have a little bit more attitude with it, I suppose, since it does have the full zip down the front and also that contrast stitching. One thing I will say though, this sort of fabric, I don't really know what it is. It's kind of like this faux denim, but it feels like a little bit softer, so it picks up all of the fluff and just everything that is floating around. So if you do have like dogs that shed hair or anything, definitely keep this one out of reach and invest in a lint roller. I say invest, but they're like $2, you know what I mean? Just beware of that. This is the perfect example of what you want to keep far away from that previous dress. It's not like it sheds a whole heap or anything, but definitely little bits of fluff are gonna find their way over there. This, however, is another one of my favorite pieces because it is so soft. The softest jacket I own, so nice and cozy. And I think that the thing I like most about this is that it is somehow more of a casual option to having a faux fur jacket. And I think that's because it does have the zipper, it has the collar, and also just that cinched waistband and on the sleeves as well. So this is the sort of thing where you don't have to feel too extra or dramatic. You can definitely dress it down, wear it with t-shirt and jeans, and you could totally get away with wearing this to like uni or something like that. Next is actually two items that I got to wear together as a set because online they look like they're sold separately but meant to actually be worn together. And now that I have them in person, I've realized that they're not actually the same sort of fabric, but once you have it on, you can't really tell, and I'm definitely still gonna wear them together. The top, I absolutely loved the neckline of, and again with the contrast stitching, and I think it's just really cute. It is quite cropped, so you would have to wear it with super high-waisted pants, which thankfully the trousers are. And these are something that I'm gonna get a lot more wear out of than the top because I can wear it as a set, but I can also wear this with a bunch of different things as well. They are not a full-length pant, they're kind of like a bit of a kick flare, ankle length I suppose, but absolutely in love with these. Again, one of my favorite items. I know I've said that about a few things. I think that there's like 3 things that are definitely my favorite though. These are one of them. The white top from the very beginning is the other, and this next item, which is the very last piece I'm going to show you. Ta-da! These are my ultimate favorite pants right now. I feel like lately I have just been collecting colorful check trousers, but not even mad about it. I love this salmon pink color, and the check throughout kind of picks up a little bit blue on camera, but in person it is more of a khaki green shade, which surprisingly very, very complementary of one another. And probably the biggest up on these pants is just how high-waisted they are. Like, I don't know if you can tell the distance there, but it is insane. I am a huge fan of that, and they do actually come with a little tie to cinch you in. It's kind of paper bag waist, but I don't know, it's not that dramatic that I would necessarily class them as that. But yeah, I think it is a very flattering style, especially with the slightly wider leg. Personally, I like that they don't taper at the bottom because I don't feel as though that flatters my kind of like pear shape, I suppose. So yes, in love with these. But yeah, that is everything I picked up this time around, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a big thumbs up for me, and as always I would love to hear from you about which item was your favorite, and then maybe I can make sure that I feature them in some upcoming lookbooks so you can see more ways to style them as well. And do keep in mind that I will have more thrift hauls coming for you guys soon who are more into that side of fashion, and also I have some videos planned out that kind of help you rework and reuse basic items that you already probably have in your wardrobe as well. So definitely some budget friendly stuff coming up. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. I know everyone has to say now to hit notifications as well because YouTube is just messing up everything. Like, I know personally when I am watching YouTube now, I only do it on my phone because I feel like it still comes up better on there, but if I'm on my computer then I'm missing out on a bunch of videos, which drives me nuts. So if you do want to hit notifications as well, then please feel free to do so, or you can follow me over on Instagram at StealTheSpotlight. I always update you guys when I post a new video and have the link in my bio there too. So yeah, that's enough of me rambling on. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Mwah!